What was the most memorable moment while you were in Japan?
I had thought about this, and I had so many. I have to say I absolutely loved it. But if I had to say one, it would be seeing Mount Fuji out of the window of the bullet train. It was just beautiful.
How was the OSCA made?
So OSCA was formed in the UK originally, a group of osteopaths who were all interested in working more in sports care. But at that time in the UK, a lot of the courses we couldn't sign up for. We couldn't sign up to do ones the doctors do or the physios do, etc. So we decided to set up the Osteopathic Sports Care Association so we could get these speakers in and have education for osteopaths who want to work in sports care and try and increase the profile and awareness of osteopaths working in sports care. So the first chairman was a guy called Jonathan Betzer, a very good friend of mine, who I think I've said before, sadly died back in 2010 of a brain tumor. So he founded it and did a lot of the work. I've then come along after and hopefully tried to push on as well. Probably 1996, by the way, I think.
Okay.
I was wrong.
This year is OSCA, or are they doing the OSCA now?
So yeah, so obviously most of our courses, because they have practical content, we're not running because you can't have people together doing that. The main focus for OSCA UK is 2022. It's called the Commonwealth Games, which is the old Commonwealth countries, so Canada, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, England, I forget where, lots of other, some Caribbean, etc. So it's much smaller games than the Olympics, but again, they're doing a new blueprint now as to how the medical services should be run. So if we get in as part of that, that's then going to be written into the constitution that the COPS model, for example, should be run at every Commonwealth Games hereafter. And you have, again, every 4 years. So it was out in Australia a couple of years ago. It was in India before there. So it's quite a big thing, but it's not compared to the Olympics, it's tiny. But I say we want to make sure that it's written in from here on, because I say they're doing a new design so that smaller countries can afford to do it. You don't just want it to be Britain and Canada and Australia holding it. You want the smaller countries to be able to afford to be able to do it. So they're doing a new medical blueprint that's not then ridiculously expensive for other countries to do.
Which country is hosting it?
So Birmingham, we're hosting it in 2022.
Okay. Okay.
In the rest of the world, when I've gone to lecture, obviously in Japan, but in Portugal and in other countries, I realized that I'm very fortunate in the UK, and that a lot of other countries are starting that journey. So we can still try and help and encourage osteopaths and sports societies in those countries to try and go down the same path as we've managed.
This is the future for Japan, I think.
Hopefully it will be the future for everywhere.
Why is osteopathy suitable for the sports care?
Okay, so I would argue it can be suitable in two ways. It can be suitable if you're the only healthcare practitioner looking after a team. So I've worked as part of a medical team. I've also been the only medic there. Now, because osteopathy, musculoskeletal wise, we do everything. We're able to provide a good level of care for musculoskeletal injuries if we're the only people there. Equally, if we're part of a team, because we look at the body as a whole, often where physio can go wrong is they will just be treating, let's say, the lateral elbow, and they don't look at the shoulder or the neck, other things that then can cause. So I think we then have a role there, not only with our physical skills of what we can do with physical therapy, manipulation, etc., but also with our more overview of the body, making sure that other causing factors and reasons why the injury is still staying there doesn't get missed.